Now, without further ado, I believe we have everything that we need for an amazing Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD All Worlds No Bosses run by Peas. So, Peas, we are also going to with focus on commentary as well.
Oh no, I'm back.
Hello
I'm
everyone,
stuck
my name
here.
is Peas and I'm really excited to speedrun Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD, all worlds, no bosses. And since the donation amount has been met, this run will be split into two parts. So I will be doing the no bosses first, and due to menuing things, I'm going to actually play the bosses afterwards as sort of an encore type of run. So I guess I can do my favorite intro with this. So, Banana Blitz HD is a 2019 remake of the original launch title, Wii launch title. This beautiful masterpiece of a video game. No sarcasm there. We go from a Wii remote to analog controls. So, like, yeah, the transition to analog controls really opens the door for some amazing cool strats I'll pull out in this run. But I think my favorite change throughout Banana Blitz is this guy right here. This amazing blue blur. And, oh man. When we, this run, we're gonna go pretty fast. Pretty fast.
Gotta go fast.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best 3D Sonic game since...
And quick disclaimer, the time on the screen will be in RTA, but I will give you an adjusted time since this game is timed IGT due to loads and whatnot. So I believe, let me just do a last minute check to make sure that all my worlds are reset, and Focus, if you have anything you'd like to say, feel free to go on ahead.
Peas is an excellent person and also amazing at this game. Seriously though, Peas is absolutely lovely. Sweetheart, you are a sweetheart. But also like, Peas, for reference, has literally every world record in BBHD at the moment.
Yeah, so I'm just going through here and checking to make sure that all my worlds are just fine. And I believe 3 and 2 are resets. Because trust me, menuing is really bad for this game sometimes. And okay, I think I'm ready.
Awesome.
All right. Actually, Focus, would you mind doing a countdown for me?
Absolutely. I'll start from 3 and we'll go on go.
Oh, that's right. Thank goodness. So let's go ahead and double check the bid war. Just really quick, if you still want to get donations in for the Super Monkey Ball Deluxe race that's happening after this, do not forget to go ahead and make those donations. ! Donate in the chat and make sure you put it towards that bid war. Right now, we still have Mimi the lead, and the second place will also be used in the race.
All right, Peas. I'm gonna start.
I'm really
from
excited
3.
for the race after this.
You should also be excited for Peas though, because
I guess I'll go
Peas is
ahead
absolutely
and
incredible.
Get ready
I can't
for this.
say this enough.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. All right. So, one thing I forgot to mention is that Banana Blitz allows the player to jump. So it feels like, I would say, an actual platformer. And earlier, it's going to open. I said it's going to open the door for some really cool strats, and I'll explain what happened there later on in this run. And well, now's a good time. I lost about almost 2 seconds, because there's something that we like to call bridge collision, which means that if no matter how fast you go, you either get a bump or you lose all of your momentum. But that's not going to be an issue until later on in this run, hopefully, or not hopefully, I should say. Now, if you're familiar with Monkey Ball speedruns, we are not going to be playing the bonuses because it adds time, and we don't really need to play the bonuses whatsoever. Yeah, that's pretty much it. World 1 is pretty much cruising along. It's pretty much your warm up for what's going to go on throughout this game. And because I'm actually running this on a completed file, we cannot trigger the cutscene. So basically, what happens if you're unfamiliar with Monkey Ball Banana Blitz, basically Space Pirate Monkey comes, takes the golden bananas, and then he runs off. Monkeys get mad. So we're coming up to the very first major, quote-unquote major skip of the entire game, so let me focus real quick.
Peas, can you hear me?
Awesome. So this is basically a very fundamental skip that you must learn when you're really new to the speedrunning this game, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And because we are not going to be playing the bosses, we're going to be doing, for now, I'm going to be doing some menuing. And if I accidentally mess up the menuing, we're going to be fine. All right, so now let's go on ahead and do stage select. So one major change between the Wii and the next-gen consoles is that you don't go to a stage select after the end of every level. You have the option to go to a stage select, or you just move on to the next level. So too bad you can't change characters in between, but it's just good how we get to just keep on going throughout.
I mean, why would you want to change characters when you're ready to go fast? It's sad.
Well, so basically, I did not mention this in the beginning. Banana Blitz actually allows different characters to have different stats. So we're using Sonic because the game is more focused on ground speed as opposed to aerial controls. So, or aerial movement, I should say. In the Wii version, since you're using motion controls, basically, I guess Sega thought that, hey, hold on a second. There's a really cool skip. Let me get this real quick. Boom, we got it. So
Nice.
Thank you. Sega was like, hey, we're gonna allow our players to jump, and and I guess they forgot to let the player control themselves in the air. So if you jump super high, which is why Yang Yang was really good for certain for Banana Blitz, you either went too fast in the air and just too slow on the ground. So it was it's a fair bit complicated to actually explain. You have to really experience it because motion controls is just motion controls.
Right.
So really nice bouncing strat right there. And since this run is actually cooking, we are not going to play very risky until later on here. So we're going to hopefully get this. Nice. All right.
Nice.
Now, ideally, I could have actually gone for the full skip, but
Oh, the collision though.
Apparently this game has some really interesting bouncing collision, and I don't want none of that right now. Maybe World 4, you will actually be able to see this. Okay, so we are on to World 3, and I love this next topic that I'm going to talk about. So the music that you're hearing right now, it was actually in the original game, but not in BBHD. So the reason why I'm speedrunning this on PC is mainly because I get to swap out the reused and remixed music. It's due to personal preference, and I want to have the full Banana Bliss experience in HD. So the reason being, this is actually the second time that Sega has had problems in the Monkey Ball franchise with their with music licensing. So they were not able to get their original music from the Wii, which is kind of weird considering it was remixes of Super Monkey Ball Touch and Roll, another really good Monkey Ball game. But Smooth Sherbert was actually composed by an original composer of the Monkey Ball franchise, so it still exists in Banana Bliss HD.
Yeah, it's
the first instance of Sega losing that was actually in Monkey Ball Deluxe, where they were not able to bring over the extra stage music into the extra levels. They replaced it with the Arctic music, which is kind of cool, but weird at the same time. And they replaced the Arctic music with the Monkey Ball 1 Sky High music. So that was just...
Peas,
But
if
all
I may
right.
ask a quick question.
It's also really easy to get into the groove of this. This being, I would say, a lot easier Monkey Ball game compared to the originals, where this is not really based on precision. It's more freeform movement, jumping and bouncing, while also dealing with collision. So yeah, we are almost out of World 3. Let's get this cool skip. Boom. So what I did right there, here's a little bit of tech.
That is so crazy.
Yeah. So what you can do is cancel all your momentum by doing a short jump like as you land. There's a bit of a window. You can either keep your speed while jumping and bouncing, or you can cancel all your momentum, and that's going to be important later on in this run. We're going to get to a really major skip throughout this game. And this next level is going to be probably a huge kicker as to why people really did not want to speedrun this game. So those little cracks that you see, they're actually considered bridge collision because you can lose all your momentum. Wow, there's bridge collision right there. I could have lost all of my momentum right there, and lose a little bit of time. And there's also stairs. These are kind of hit or miss for me, in my opinion, but it just feels fine once you really get used to it.
I mean, who puts stairs in a game where all you need to do is roll?
I mean,
Challenge code, let's go.
The Sega devs would like to have a word. Okay, so now would be a really good time for any announcements or any donation. Okay, enemies. I forgot to add this. So Sega added enemies to this game, which can pose a fair bit of trouble if you move improperly or just can't react to them accordingly. But anyway, we're coming to a point in the run where this will practically plays itself out. So if there are any announcements or any donations, now is a good time.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Peas. So just as a reminder, everyone, the Fastest Furs Fall Festival is raising money for Trans Lifeline all weekend long. Trans Lifeline is a peer support service run by trans people for trans and questioning callers. Operators are located all over the US and Canada and are all trans identified. If you're in a crisis or just need someone to talk to, please visit www.translifeline.org/hotline to learn about how you can connect.
Hey, Peas, can you hear me
Alright.
now? No.
So here's another level with.
No, keep on going.
Okay, so we're coming up to another level with stairs, and on 4.5 there is actually an instance of speed pads. So that's another new feature that was added to Banana Blitz. Different characters can react differently to speed pads. So Baby, for instance, is the fastest because he is the lightest, and Yan Yan's also really fast on it. It all comes down to like how you can balance your speed pad movement, essentially. All right, so we are almost a fourth out of here.
Wow.
Woo! That was scary. If I could not get my jump right there, I could have probably died. But all right, here we go. So this is Worlds 5 through 7 are really technical. So we're coming up to mid game right here, and this is where I'm gonna start like really focusing, because when you get really good pacing on a run, things may happen. So this is where I'm gonna say get your PogChamps ready.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm still going to speak even if Peace can't hear me. So basically,
swing
one of the
number
biggest
one.
things here is this giant skip, which involves two different bridges. If you miss one of these skips, it wastes 30
And
seconds.
swing number 2. All right.
So the fact
So
that
that's
Peace did
that start
really
right
well
there
is good.
saves 40 seconds in total. 20 seconds from taking the first swing, and an additional 20 for taking the second one. Normally, in a regular RTA setting, if you're not like going for world record and you just want to play the game, the first swing is so easy to time. And this level, I've actually gotten better at it. What I'm trying to do right here is bounce or jump on the lower part of the peak right there, and I did not get good bouncing. So this is probably going to be a 40, which is kind of oh wait, yeah, 40. That's kind of unfortunate. Sometimes you can get about 45s, 43s.
It all depends on how those waves happen. And
Yep.
also, just really when you get a chance, just double check Discord, because folks definitely chimed in on some of the awesome tech that just happened. I want to make sure that you're able to hear them.
Oh yeah, I was not able to hear him.
I'm sorry.
I wonder how I can fix that. I did not mute Focus. He's actually not muted.
Well, just for you, just obviously focus in on having an awesome run. You're doing a great job so far. Chat, let's definitely hype it up on how awesome this run is.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I do not know how I can do this.
Because
I'm coming up to another really big skip.
Tell Peas he's okay.
Oh, no.
Concentrate on the game.
I really do apologize.
Man, no worries. Just focus in on the game, and Focus will focus on Todd.
Trust in me.
Can we get this?
Not being here.
Awesome.
As
Another. Ooh, good save. Good save.
Ooh.
That is
gosh.
another really big skip that can be really technical. Gosh, I really want to hear what Focus is saying right now.
I know. I called you a
that's gonna
sweetheart.
bug me for a long
You'll
while
hear it
now.
on the pod, okay? I called you a sweetheart.
Maybe
I
after
said you had all the world
well,
records.
that's the first mistake I made throughout this run, unfortunately. But what I was trying to do is go for a skip that saves about 5 seconds, but because I did not bounce at the correct angle, that's going to happen, and I'm going to probably get an 80 on the clock. So that's not too bad. So yeah, we're basically just climbing up these things right here.
Mm-hmm.
Like some parts of this game feel very linear, and that is true. But
it feels fairly curved to me.
Yeah. Well, when we get to World 7, it's going to be super linear, just super duper linear. All right, we are on to World 6, another tech-heavy world here, at least in my opinion. And one thing I also did not talk about is something called slope collision. Basically where you either lose all your momentum or you somehow get some speed from riding up slopes. Why is that a thing? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
this part, it's basically escalators, but there's a minor skip that's going to save at least a couple of seconds. It's very easy to time. You have a visual cue as well, so wait until about 94. Start moving up, jump, and boom.
Nice.
All right, so this next stage is another get your PogChamps ready type of stage. Here we go. Awesome.
Nice.
There we go. All right. So doing this stage normally takes forever.
Interesting.
Yeah. And here's another stage with bridge collision. Am I gonna get it? Wow, this stage was really nice to me. Awesome. Uh-oh. Woo! That set me at a weird angle. And bridge collision will do that to you as well. It just has a mind of its own when it comes to launch angles, essentially. All right. Because if I click out of here, the game will pause, and I don't want for that to happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try something here. Yeah, I don't think I'll be. Yeah. Well, okay. When we get to the bosses, I will definitely check my audio levels just to make sure. Man,
this run is
so
going awesome so far, though. Peas, really amazing stuff.
I know, and I really wish that I could hear. Okay, now is a good time for any announcements because this is my least favorite level. So go on ahead.
Okay, sounds good. So remember,
you've got to be kidding me.
Ooh.
That is exactly why I hate this level.
Oh no. Well,
yeah. So what you got to do here is not go too fast because the game will have a mind of its own. All right, continue. Wow. I'm sorry about that.
No worries. So we'll let you definitely focus in on that. Just as a reminder, this week, November 13th to 19th, is Transgender Awareness Week 2020. November 20th marks the Transgender Day of Remembrance. We're proud to be putting on this event in hope of raising community awareness of the issues facing transgender and or non-conforming people. Thank you so much for joining us and supporting Trans Lifeline. Remember, every dollar that we raise goes and helps towards this amazing cause.
All right. And oh, did I get my skip? And we got my skip. Nice. I was about to say get your PogChamps ready for my skip, but we just got it straight there at the end.
Nice.
All right, so now we are on to the most linear world in the entire game. Probably harder than the next world, in my opinion. I remember as a kid, I have always the boss for this stage. It took me many tries to get a perfect run on it. And this level in particular, please don't give me back collision. Thank you. All right. So what can happen there is if I go, the game has a mind of its own. I could have lost all of my momentum or gone a little too fast, and I could have died, and I would have been really sad.
That would have.
By the way, we are not going to count my 6-7 death as an actual death because I didn't make a mistake. The game actually killed me. That can actually happen.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I'll count that one because that has totally happened to me many times throughout a run. And comedic timing. I say that I hate the level, I die. So now here I can go for it. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for it because I bounced at a really low angle there. But there's actually a fall down strat that you can do. But it's really risky and it saves at least 4 seconds from what I was doing earlier. But there's no need to go for it because we are not world record hunting yet. Or yet. I made world record improvement because I do hold the world record in this category with a 25-20, which I recently got.
Whoo!
Yeah. So with that death on 6-7, that is probably going to be either if this run is going really well, I'm either going to get a low 26 or a high 25. So that's really good for this. On average, I will get about a 26.
Wow.
But we are okay. I thought I was going to die right there. Oh no! I do apologize. Yeah, I just saw what Focus said. I do apologize, Focus. Oh man. I really wanted for him to commentate, but I don't know how this happened, and I could not check.
It's all good. Yeah.
Yes. I will definitely do so. All right. Here we go. So this is pretty much the longest part of the level or the world. So if there are any announcements or donations, now is a very good time.
Oh, this is an amazing time to be able to remind everyone about the bid wars that are just moments away, I'm sure. Super Monkey Ball Deluxe. Remember, the top 2 monkeys in this bid war will be used in the race. So if you want to see one of your favorite monkeys in, go ahead and make a donation. Even a donation as small as $5 can absolutely turn the tide here. So make sure you go ahead and type exclamation point donate, and then click on the bid war and where you want that money to go to.
All right, get your donations in, guys. I like Mimi is a really cool Monkey Ball character. It's always Baby, Baby is also goated. Literally like the best monkey in the entire game. Even though I'm actually an II person, but I love Baby as much as I love II.
Right.
But yeah. But in this case, we're not using the other monkeys. We're using Sonic the Hedgehog. So, all right, this next stage, I'm either going to be very tilted or I'm going to be very happy. Because there's going to be a really cool skip that I also came up with. Please get your PogChamps ready. I'm going to give this a couple of tries. First try, let's go.
Woo.
So, basically, those speed pads are actually RNG.
Really?
Yeah, so either you'll get, maximum speed or you get no speed at all. Why does that even happen? I don't know. It's...
Like you said a number of times, this game has a mind of its own.
Yep. Okay. That has never happened to me.
Oh,
all
it
right.
was sad.
That was me that time. All right. So basically, if you guys are familiar with Knuckles Chaotix and just basically climbing up the level in order to win, yeah, this is pretty much what these next few levels are, except for the last one. It's just funny, playing this on analog controls is so much better than Wii motion controls, because right now, I'd be worried about, like, my arm just messing up or whatever. Here, I'm gonna play it safe. And, whoa, the reflexes. So, that's another instance of where you need to cancel your momentum completely in order to land safely.
Crazy.
Yeah. All right, so we are coming close to the extras, which is pretty much endgame for this particular category, which will take about 5 minutes from here. And here, all right. So let's go to Stay Select, and oh man, the end game is where, whew, this is my territory. I focus so much on the end game that. Just watch, is all I'm gonna say. Just watch.
So psyched.
Alright. So, 9-1 can actually be a bully with the speed pads, and as can 9-2 if you cannot control your bouncing, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're gonna slow down here, not gonna worry too much about the time. And there we go.
Nice.
Alright, just gonna keep on going. 9-3, just... pretty much, hold up, just keep jumping. Yeah. Luckily, there's actually a path for that stage. I was always one of those people who just could not figure out the pattern for this. And for anyone who is watching and has struggled with this game in the past, this is how like you would want to beat it, even if you're using different characters. I would say probably either Yan Yan or Mimi. Now this one, get your PogChamps ready. Even though, bridge collision, that could spell trouble. Uh-oh. Oh, not what I wanted. We're gonna lose. Oh, that's really unfortunate. I got really terrible bounces right there. That's, I would have gotten a 49, but yikes. That was a whole new level of cringe that I have witnessed on 9.5. So feel free to retract your PogChamps just for that one. I've never said that before. Thanks a lot, 9.5.
Yeah.
All right. Since now's a good time for any more announcements, since these next levels just gonna play themselves out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, totally, definitely. So, what is definitely really important, also, in addition to the donations, did you know that all revenue for Twitch subscriptions and cheered bits received during the Fastest Furious Fall Festival will be donated to Trans Lifeline as well? So get yourself some sweet PB modes now, and don't forget to check to see if you have a free Twitch Prime sub available too.
All right. So we are coming close to Ultra Heaven, and oh my gosh, I really wish that Focus was not somehow muted, because he was going to talk about 10.5. I was going to save that fact until the very end. So notice how I did not do any menuing there, because once you click next, you go automatically to Ultra Heaven, and here we go. And here we go. All right. So we're just going to get through this part easily right here.
And if you want, like, we can still hear Focus as well. So if you want to give him some chat, yeah.
Wait, can I finally hear Focus? What?
You
can't.
Too.
We can.
Oh, I'm
Tell
sad.
Peas that I can still commentate over 10.5 for
All
him.
right.
Yeah, so Focus can absolutely commentate 10.5.
Yes. So that's another stage where I'll say, get your PogChamps ready. I'm going to be very quiet as Focus will talk about that. Talk about the major changes, or the major change that went on that stage.
Ooh.
This one can... Okay, I did not get bad collision there. Thank goodness. Oh, well, we're going to play this one slowly. Can I still make... Yes, I can. That's only a 2-second time loss. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go.
So the special thing about 10.5, it is possibly the most difficult level.
Get your PogChamps ready for a first try if we get it.
It's the most difficult level in all of Banana Blitz. Imagine trying to do this with motion controls. Essentially, we're going to try to get a bunch of collision off these spikes, which are not nice. By jumping in specific ways from different platforms and then riding the middle.
There we go. Spikes. All right, first try 10-5. Wow. Awesome.
He made that look so much easier.
That is so relieving, honestly. Consistently, I can get Deathless Ultra Heavens on really good pace runs because this is like I said, my end game is so good, really good.
Nice.
All right,
and
so
thank
now,
you so much, Focus, for talking about the tech in there.
Yeah, like it's just crazy how the developers literally forgot to put collision right there, but they fixed it in the European version of Banana Blitz on the Wii. So it's crazy. So crazy. All right, so time for this part is coming up after this level. So, because of 6-7, I will not 25. This is probably gonna be a 26, 20 something. So 6-7 is a 30-second stage. So I would have been well under 26, even with the slow strats that I pulled. So, not too bad.
Hey, this was an incredible run to watch too, regardless.
Yeah, I'm really happy with how this run turned out. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is part 1. Oh wait, I was dumb. The presumptuous choke. I hope someone clipped that.
Oh, we love you, Peas.
The presumptuous joke that has never happened to me.
Oh, no.
I'm still gonna 26. Don't worry about that.
Oh, Chad.
Oh my god, that is time.
There we go.
Oh my god.
That was crazy. How small is that gap? I mean, oh my god.
No, that was just me, not pulling back in too much. And, to be fair, I looked away. I was ready to split, and I just...
Right. Oh my gosh.
Okay, now's a good time to fix.
Go ahead and figure out the volume.
All right. Okay, focus is not muted for me, so let's try the magic trick of muting and unmuting. Okay.
Test.
There we go. We got it. I can hear focus now.
Peas. I literally said this. Peas is amazing. He's a sweetheart. He has world records and all 5 things, and you're just like, okay. So I was like, what is happening? Peas, what did I do wrong?
Nothing, focus. I don't even know what happened. I think the game was
You got 10-5 first try. Nothing matters. That is incredible.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, man. I really hope someone clipped that presumptuous choke, because honestly, that was my favorite part throughout this run. I was so done, and then I looked away, and I'm like, wait, I'm dead? Huh? What?
Right. Yeah. It just happened so fast. Then the ball was so slow. No, you did an amazing job, Peas. I mean, just literally flashing all the way through those. That was an incredible.
Peas made this all look easy, to be honest. There's a lot of really under the surface things that Peas was just like, oh, I just did the skip. And you don't realize that the skip involves basically storing momentum over jumps over 5 different jumps in very difficult ways, because the game sometimes doesn't love collision. And it's a lot more than you might just think, because honestly, Peas, you are incredible at BBHD.
Thank you. I really do appreciate that. And now that I can finally hear you,
let's go with bosses.
Yes.
I did just do Mega Man, so this is a boss rush. It fits.
Yeah, it very much so. So we're gonna start with the bird. So basically, probably the easiest boss in the entire game, just to get you all acclimated to the gatekeepers to every world in this entire game.
Yeah, one of the most unique things about the bosses in Banana Blitz and Banana Blitz HD is actually the camera perspective. It's different than everything else because it's centered on the boss pretty much the entire time. The only one that isn't, I think, is World 4, which is basically just like a standard stage. Everything else is involved. You have to get used to the camera and how you control with this central like boss figure around everything. And so that makes the arenas really important as well. Especially in some of the later ones, like which is what I don't remember the stage names. The third one, the icy one, for instance, the arena there is really important. Yes, the Yeti.
Yeah, and now that I'm like less pressured to get through the bosses, if I mess up the movement, it's an easy quick death, and we can try it again because probably the Yeti is literally everyone's favorite boss in the entire game. For this particular tech that I will go for. So. Now, Focus did mention stuff about the camera, right? World 2 is a good example of what's going to happen in terms of
what's going to happen with the camera. A Sega game with a camera that does things? Who would have thought?
Yeah. So yada yada yada. This is how you're going to hit the boss. Blah blah blah. So what I'm going to do here is manipulate him to come to the. Okay. Well, that's partially manipulate what I was going to do. But he's going to take years to shoot, and that is bad. Excuse me. Please shoot. Thank you. Wow. This is going to be a really slow boss fight. So I'm not going to approach... Uh-oh. Yeah. So I'm not going to approach him because the camera will turn to his perspective. Wow. You know what? I don't like this. I do not like this fight at all. Nope.
No one does.
Let's try this again. I will not impromptu fight this boss from what it just did to me. So, yes, this is RNG. And for some reason, Sega put RNG in their Monkey Ball boss fights. So this is an okayish pattern to go for. Please hit him. Please hit him. Thank you. Wow. So basically, this demonstration is the entire reason why one of the reasons why people do not want to speedrun Banana Blitz HD is because they have to deal with this type of a nuance.
It's very different than most Monkey Ball games, as in the fact that this game has bosses in the first place. People go, "What? This is Monkey Ball. The boss is the goal. Obviously, like that's what I defeat every time I play the stage. Like, what do you mean?" So, like, I think especially since if you didn't know, Banana Blitz was actually a launch title for the Wii, which is why it has a lot of different things. Like, a lot of different things. They put a lot of ideas. I don't know if all of them stuck, but they did. We can say that Sega did do things. Which is actually one of the weirdest things about BBHD is actually the fact that they decided to only do 10 of the 50 minigames. Which is weird. Like, Monkey War was like my favorite game in the entire pack, and they don't even have that. They put what? They put like the one where you like. They somehow decided, okay, this is a motion-based minigame. I want you to play Slingshot without using the motion. Like, who thinks of this?
Only Sega. It's like, Sega is Sega without their gimmicks. And speaking of gimmicks, we're like, this boss is probably like one of my favorite strats to do in the entire game. It's actually hard for me to even do consistently. So what we're going to do is go into zigzag motion around these bumpers here. And just yeet ourselves and hit that weak spot. Number 2, and he's dead.
Nice.
Just as simple as that. Like, once you get that first hit, and just time when he moves his hands from his belly button, like, you just hit him. And one thing that Focus I was not able to hear if you mentioned this. So the game Sega actually redesigned some of the levels and even the bosses for that matter. So the amount of cooldown on the Yeti is actually faster in this game than on the Wii. So that boss took longer to do perfectly on the Wii.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did accommodate for certain things because of the fact that, hey, this isn't motion-based entirely, so they did make certain things easier for some reason, which doesn't really make sense considering it should have been the other way around. Because imagine like what Peas did on what was the bridge? Like, no, the swing stage. Imagine trying to do that on the Wii with a Wii remote.
Yeah,
you can do it.
Yeah.
But like it's like saying, yeah, I could play. I could do advanced calculus with a DDR pad. Doesn't mean I want to. I could make my breakfast by flipping myself upside down and trying to cook it that way. Doesn't mean it's the most efficient way. So, still though, Peas, I just want to comment back on a few things since you couldn't hear me. That was an incredible run overall, and the fact that you get tricks that everyone struggles with first try and really smoothly is something to be honestly applauded for.
I do appreciate that.
I was sitting here going,
yeah.
like, biting the nails that I cut off yesterday. So I was basically just biting at my fingers, I guess, going, is he going to get it? Is he going to get it? And then just being flabbergasted when you finally got it.
Yeah, like, some of these tricks take, I don't even know, honestly. And, like, I know at the end if you're going to, like, they're going to ask me, you know, what to do, how to get into this run. Basically, my best advice for this game is to... Oh, okay, this is bad. Slow first hit. Is to not go too crazy. Like, BBHD has an easier way to essentially, I would say, take the... I'm not dead. Take the simple way out, and then you can just add strats as you move on. Because, like I said in the beginning, this game is not precise whatsoever. Like, because of the game's collision... Your definition of precision will not match this game's definition of precision. So if you compare it to games like Monkey Ball 1, Monkey Ball 2, even Sonic 06 for that matter, where there are more precise movements and timings, this game barely has that.
Yeah, but one thing I want to mention really importantly, the version which you're running on is super important, which I never actually got to mention. Don't run this game on Switch.
No.
The one thing we can recommend. It's the only version I have of this game as well. Would you like to explain more why? If I recall correctly, the Switch version is just bad.
Yeah, so basically, think of Sonic 06, but with okay-ish load times. But on the Switch version, and even console games for that matter, the frames will drop like crazy. Like, this game was on the Wii, and there was no such thing as frame drops. Like, but to be fair... It was
actually pretty smooth on the Wii, to be honest. It's a really smooth-looking game for 2006.
Agreed. And honestly, actually, let me actually talk about this boss first. So what I just did right there, you can actually get a couple more hits and whenever she's suffering a cooldown, but it's a very tight window. Let's see if I get it right here. Yep, got it.
Yeah, this boss is this boss is probably one of the more frustrating ones, I would argue. I had difficulty with this boss because she is prone to just fling you off like instantly. Those rocks, they might seem like pretty cool and pointy. The weird thing they do is they actually just throw you out of the stage like they're like the stone version of a security guard, because it just makes no sense how they're just like, okay, this stone is falling on you, so you're gonna go, the opposite direction from it. Nope, you just get thrown out of the stage, like not even underneath pushed. It just pushes you away, which doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. Oh man, this and the Diva boss are probably the biggest two bosses that I would practice. Like if I was trying to speedrun this game, like seriously. And I would say this boss more because she is very difficult to hit, as showcased here. Now I'm gonna talk about the version differences essentially. Oh, this is gonna be a 6-hit boss fight because I missed the timing. That's okay. This gives me more time to talk. So, wow, good hit. Earlier, we talked about why you shouldn't run this game on console, and I did mention how there's differences in load times, and there are such things as please hit, or I did not die. Okay, that is cool. So.
Ow!
This game is just whack.
What was that? Where were you? They were just bones in the sky?
Yeah.
Precisely. Can I get it right here? No, I can't. Okay, we'll just catch a landing. This was pretty slow, but this is what you want to like shoot for when you're just early learning this game. And also, not only are there dropped frames on console versions, you have a higher chance of dropping inputs. So on the PC, you actually have more options to play in whatever frame rate your monitor is or what your PC can handle. Like here, I'm running this game on 60 FPS with VSync on. So I'm essentially running this game at 144 hertz, which makes some of the skips a lot easier to perform, even on Pro Controller. So yeah, and yes,
the final boss.
Yeah. Yes.
There's only bosses for the first 8 stages. The 9 and 10 are actually extra stages, which is why they're extra difficult as well. And apparently why Peas is just even more of a god.
I'll even say it again. Focus on the end game. Do not focus on the beginning too much. Just learn the easy skips. Hopefully I will be making a guide for this real soon, but the end game is where you really need to focus. Because 10-5 will literally kill all of your runs. Or I shouldn't say kill, I should say
spike collision is like bridge collision times 20.
Yes, it is so brutal. Very brutal. So we're coming down to the last 2 hits, and yes, this boss fight is also RNG, and what I'm looking for is for him to actually throw his hands in the like that cycle, and for him to stick his right foot out, which is a faster cycle than him getting mad, and that's the boss fights.
There we go. Time.
Wow. Really amazing job, Peas. I know that you had mentioned a number of things along the way, but if anything special that you want to mention about the game, or if folks were interested in getting into it that you haven't already gone over, anywhere that people can find information.
Sure, there's a couple of things. I'll do my best to keep it as concise as possible. Number one, this is the newest Super Monkey Ball game in the franchise, and Sega has been very gracious with their deals. So if you have a decent PC, like I would say like very much middle end to low end, like even your old, I would say Windows 8.1 laptop that you use for high school can run this game at a really good rate. Just keep the settings down low. Again, I recommend this game on PC. It's, I believe, I don't know they're on sale right now, but it's between $15 and $30, so it's really cheap. And if you would like to join the BBHD community, or even the Monkey Ball community for that matter, I'm pretty sure Helix and Peter will mention that in their run. Feel free to Google Super Monkey Ball Discord, or I can drop a link or an invite link to the BBHD Discord in the chat. So
yeah, send me and I'll link it to you, because only mods can post links just for reference. So I'm more than happy to send it over.
Okay, cool. Mad appreciate that.
Also, it is $30 on Steam. I did check for you.
$30? Okay, so sometimes Sega will put this game on sale, and they will literally cut it down by 50%. So be on the lookout of if this game ever comes on sale. And last thing, again, I cannot stress this enough. If you want to just learn this game religiously, please practice the harder levels. Just do that first, and then if you want to taking a break, just go ahead and play World 1 for a little bit. But your fundamentals will really come to show if you easily get through the harder levels first. So that is actually all from me.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Peas, for an amazing demonstration here. Really amazing stuff, especially given all the randomness